Let me turn now to Philippe to lead us in an in memoriam session for Thierry. Philippe.
Thank you, Nicolas. So Melanie will show a few pictures from Thierry, and some of them are quite old. Some of them were taken in 1995 during the International Seaweed Symposia in Valdivia, and you will see some colleagues like Juliette Baudy, who was present with Thierry on this excursion on the boat, and some other phycologists like Jennifer Benchner were working with John Raven at that time, and myself just sharing some free time with Thierry. Thierry was really an enthusiastic researcher. In fact, I had the chance to meet him very early in my career because I was, in fact, a master's student when we met for the first time. He was my teacher when he was conducting his PhD thesis at the University of Western Brittany in Brest. And Thierry at that time was an Irish moss lover. He was dedicating his PhD thesis to the ecophysiology of Chondrus crespus, and he was developing a lot of knowledge about nutrient uptake in this red alga, but also other aspects of the ecology of Irish moss. And they, of course, this trend of this first part of his career as a PhD student attract him to move to North America. He moved first in Florida to work on Gracilaria farming with colleagues at the University of Florida, and soon after he moved to New Brunswick, and he became, in fact, a Canadian citizen after some years, after being hired at the University of New Brunswick in St. John. Thierry continued his career working on Irish moss in the Maritimes in Canada, but also developing a lot of projects related to the development of seaweed aquaculture. And of course, he became very famous in the community, not only in the community of seaweed researchers, but all the aquaculturist people know Thierry since the beginning of in 2003, when he created with the inspiration of other colleagues like Alejandro Bushman, Max Stroll, and some colleagues in Israel, the name of integrated multitrophic aquaculture. So really, he was really the father of this name, and since during the last 20 years, he never stopped to really promote this concept of integrated aquaculture with his charisma and also his sense of humor. He was really enjoying the people in most of the congresses he was attending by comparing IMTA to the famous song YMCA. So it was really a very important contribution in his career, but of course it's certainly part of all the research he's developed. Thierry was really a very good friend, and we, of course, had several opportunities to meet during the last 40 years, but recently we were again in contact, especially when we created the Safe Seaweed Coalition 4 years ago. He was a bit skeptic at the beginning of the coalition that we will, in fact, put too much advocacy on the potential of seaweed for the planet. He was, in fact, discussing with me and Vincent about the danger to promise too much about seaweeds. And he was, of course, writing a lot of important position paper against the hype around seaweed. But fortunately for us, he accepted when we created the new scientific council of the Global Seaweed Coalition to join, and his contribution in all the meetings we had during the last years, and but also during some workshops, especially during the the webinar he proposed to the community was very important. Thierry has suddenly passed away only a couple of weeks after his official retirement. Of course, it was not a full retirement for Thierry. He was just willing to enjoy much more time in his summer house in the Prince Edward Islands, to be much more close to his family and his relatives, but also to continue to be present in most of the conferences worldwide to promote the ideas he continuously developed during his career. We will miss him a lot, so I propose to have a few time of silence just to honor his memory. So thank you all for this time. I think the most important things we have to do to honor the memory of Thierry is really to continue his achievements, and then of course to continue to work in the spirit we developed during the recent years, to be really science grounded in the development of the seaweed sectors, and to really be inspired by all the concept he contributed to develop during his career. Thank you.